Have emotions for your co-superstar after Tom Dia got in? I do not assume anyone has 2D ideas on this question. It is no secret that remarks and records are so in love. The characters of the MCU are down reciting the lifestyles of Peter and MJ when it comes to feelings. The younger couple is shipped all over the world. And do not you guys favor to be aware of how serious they are about their relationship? The couple has continually left this clueless when it comes to their non-public feelings. However, today, let's get a clear idea. Tom Holland and Zendaya as the energy couple of Hollywood by no means gave us affirmation on if they had been dating. Followers all over the world without a doubt cherish the thought of each of them being together. This is due to the fact of the effect their characters in the Spider-Man film had on its viewers as the positivity these two emit each time they are together. After the surprising explosion of the rumor human beings had been actually obsessed with these two and one that one of them would verify their relationship, the eyes of the shippers have been targeted on the lens of the paparazzi as that was once their ultimate hope, and after a lengthy wait. Before continuing, I invite you to like, to share and especially to subscribe if you are not yet, and to activate the bell of notification to preserve the preservation of the new videos to come. Thank you. But photograph of Tom Holland kissing his female and records in his automobile in the front of a site visitors sign tested that their emotions had been no longer simply restrained internal. The film displays from hiding their emotions to sporting jerseys with every other's names on them. Tom Dia has come a lengthy way. He requested the two of them have been noticed at New York for the Rangers game. Nobody would choose to pass over a recreation between the Rangers and the Detroit Red Wings, and the presence of Tomlinson in Madison Square Garden makes matters greater interesting. They had been the ideal couples, conserving arms and cuddling amongst the audience. People have been delighted to see that Tom's jersey had the name Zendaya on it, and then Zendaya phrase jersey with the title Hall and on its back. They certainly are the best couple, don't seem to be they? Being celebrities, these two younger humans had to go via law and phrases of privacy. Tom Holland himself stated this is NDI taught him how to deal with fame. Isn't that cool? I suggest to have a Dusty who is very lots right giving you recommendation, and that individual being stated statistics is greater than all, and sundry ought to desire for this. He says every now and then you simply have to be an individual to vent to anyone, to simply be there and listen. I used to be fortunate sufficient that my lifestyles did not trade overnight. I began when I used to be young. So it was once form of like this little progression. I sort of bought to research it as I went and figured it out, and bought my footing a little bit. Whereas for him, it was once so a great deal all at once. I have an intense quantity of empathy for that. So something that I discovered, or have discovered or persisted to learn, I share with him, and something he learns he shares with me. If you are questioning why each of them stored their emotions a secret from the world, listen to what Tom Holland has to say. He says one of the downsides of our repute is that privateness is not in reality our manage anymore. And the second that you suppose is between two human beings that love every different very lots is now a moment that is shared with the complete world. He continues, I've continually been adamant to hold my private lifestyles non-public, due to the fact I share so a great deal of my existence with the world anyway. Tom additionally introduced we kind of felt robbed of our privacy. I do not assume it is about now not being ready. It's simply that we did not desire to discuss about it. Didn't this make you experience like movie star lifestyles is now not simply about reputation and wealth? I mean, think about you are having a difficult time in your lifestyles, and you definitely prefer to go for a stroll in the park with your cherished one. Unfortunately, world stars like Tom and Zendaya cannot be in public besides attracting a massive crowd. Even when Twitter used to be stuffed with tweets like F, subsequently Tom Holland and Zendaya are formally collectively, and this is no longer a drill, I repeat. This is no longer a trill. Tom and Zen, we were nevertheless no longer prepared to make their relationship public, as they did now not choose to be the top purpose of the paparazzi. And fortunately, after the villains and celeb life, the paparazzi discovered out about the couple, they did no longer hesitate to steal the slightest drop of privateness that they had, even although it is their job and each and every job has its dignity. There are instances when the paparazzi absolutely lose it. In an interview with Sorts and Facts, we tried to do this total maneuver. This man used to be being outstanding hazardous riding via busy intersection, doing a U-flip, using on the aspect of the limited access highway to trap up to us this facet where you are no longer supposed to pressure, due to the fact there is no lane. I was once like, this is nuts. Now isn't always that just too much? No marvel they did no longer prefer everybody else to discover out. Even though they have had their share of difficult instances, their love for every different makes it negligible. In an interview with Timothy Chalamet, Zendaya used to be requested about her current crush, and Timothy stated convenient Tom Holland. Sounds like each person knows about their romance, barring being very serious about their relationship. Do you suppose anybody like Tom Holland, who is very busy with his profession, would not be on this feel of euphoria to meets India? It used to be stated that Tom Holland was once noticed in the set nearly 30 instances, and he agreed to it too. But we have got to admit the truth that the guidelines India has to play in euphoria is very mentally challenging. And it is awesome that Tom is there for her. Thank you for your good attention.